Hi, I'm Lisa Ferrens, and if you follow my work at all, this next topic will not be a surprise to you. Today I'm going to be talking about the impact that I think digital technology and digital gadgets has on parenting and on attachment. This is something I've become very passionate about because it's actually a grave concern of mine. For years, we've looked at the different attachment patterns that our clients come into therapy with, and we've really come to understand the absolute importance of putting our clients into that attachment context so that we can make sense out of their ambivalence or their anxiety or the disorganized way in which they do relationships. But I want to suggest that I think that in the 21st century, the real attachment crisis is being promoted by digital technology. So I work with a lot of people who are very loving parents and kids who come from very well-to-do and well-meaning family systems. And yet there's a tremendous amount of misattunement, and I'm seeing the impact in terms of these kids not getting the consistent, predictable, secure attachment that I think is so necessary and fundamental for their growth and development. Unfortunately, I think that digital gadgets are being used as babysitters and as pacifiers. And as I travel the world, as I have the great privilege to do, as I train people in all different practice settings, I watch in airports more and more parents who try to console crying babies or exhausted or bored babies by just sticking an iPhone or a tablet in front of them. And I think that what this is inadvertently doing is promoting a kind of soothing that happens with dissociation and numbing and detachment. And I think that what these kids really require when they're frightened, when they're bored, when they're crying, when they're overwhelmed, is to be picked up and to be held and to get that face-to-face eye gaze and connection so that they can be regrounded and they can feel safe. I think parents have to be very mindful of what they're inadvertently modeling because they themselves get very addicted to the laptop and to the cell phone and to, being on the internet for hours and hours at a time. So I think this is a real attachment crisis. And what I want to urge you to do as therapists is to ask questions that include how many hours a day are you spending online, and do you use a lot of videos and tablets and your cell phone as a form of pacification or babysitting for your child, and do you understand the inadvertent negative impact that that has? We want to get back to promoting the parent-child interactions that really genuinely ground children, make them feel safe, calm, and connected. And I don't believe that's ever going to happen by staring at a video game or pictures on a cell phone. So please don't be afraid to ask those questions and, frankly, to work with your clients to empower them as parents. Take the cell phone out of your child's hand at night. Spend more time reading to your child, playing a board game, playing cards with your kids. These are things that are kind of getting lost in the 21st century. Don't be afraid to promote those things and to connect them to the need for secure attachment.